saying themselves, we're almost at game time. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Washington Wizards. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at some of the stats for Jarris Walker.
The trend to notice is the rise in his shooting percentage in the last 10 games. The shots have really been dropping for him, and as long as he's going along like this, they want him to be the one taking the big shots.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Chris Middleton, also George out there. C.J. McCollum out there with Alexander Song. And it's Champagnie in at the two guard. And for Indiana, in the front court, the forwards Mathurin and Siakam. Matthews out there with Nembhard. And it's Huff in at the 5. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Now Siakam, defended by Middleton. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Huff from outside the arc, and the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. George sets a screen for McCollum. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Now here's Middleton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pull from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Huff.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Pascal Siakam. They need this, and McCollum with the slam.
Oh, that's what you love about C.J. McCollum. He is so good at finding a way to get to his spots.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. Outside Matthews. No good on the 3. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Atlanta. And Middleton kicks to McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Huff. Off target from outside. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Middleton the pass to McCollum. And here's Middleton, defended by Mathurin. Unloads from 9. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Great. He's ferocious when the ball goes up. Nembhard sets the pick for Matthews. Out to the wing. To the wing on the left. Here's Huff. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Huff's got 6 points.
playing inside out. That's a great read by Siakam.
McCollum looking it over. Misses the layup.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Unloads from 13, and he hits the jump shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Siakam. Jumps up, and Siakam throws it down.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
And Brian Keefe runs a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For Indiana. Walker's checked in for Matthews, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. .144 left to play here in the first. McCollum up top. Pass to Carrington. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
There's McConnell. Rebounded by the Wizards. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Sarr. And here's George. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
And he knocks down the first one.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
The one thing you love about C.J. McCollum, it's that high basketball IQ. He is just so clever on the floor.
Walker dishes to Jackson. And good that time.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. On the wing, Whitmore. No scoring in this one. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Indiana out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
A huge part of their offense pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
We've got Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Jackson. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Washington with the ball. And it's Bagley at the elbow. They now take the lead. Bagley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Indiana trailing here. McConnell kicks to Jackson. Pass to McConnell. Switch. Here's Robinson Earl. No good from outside.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Here's Whitmore. Nothing on the board.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Here's Thompson. And the layup is good. And the Pacers lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Cooper a screen on Walker. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Pass to Bagley. Over Jackson. And that one goes long.
Well, that's 2 good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Robinson Earl, the pass to McConnell. Walker goes in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, the fingers practically, they can't touch it.
deciding to change it up. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Number 1, the Pacers.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Pass to Champagny. McCollum with the screen on Walker. Now here's Middleton. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Nembhard. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Siakam. Pass to Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist on the night. Wizards trail by 5. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. McCollum against Nembhard. Back to Carrington. Bagley the screen. The Wizards with another miss.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
And you watch Bub Carrington, you know, Tim, for a young player, he has got a real feel for this game.
Yeah, Kevin, he quickly processes things out there. He's got great anticipation at both ends. And I'll tell you what, he's just getting started.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Siakam against Middleton. Over Siakam. Middleton can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, "His experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players." Kevin, back over to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. Shot's good by Walker.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes here for the Pacers. Buffs jacked in, and it's Benedict Mathurin in for Jarris Walker. Then for the Wizards, Sarr comes in for Bagley, and it's Keyshawn George in for Carlton Carrington. Wizards trail by 10. Pass to Champagny. McCollum dishes to Middleton. Over Siakam. Middleton can't get it to go.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
There's the screen. Here's Siakam. And he uses the glass on the layup. Siakam's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Now here's McCollum. Last game he had 28 points.
And that's the battle
they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
George with no one around. And another miss by Washington.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Now, here's Siakam. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's McCollum. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Middleton. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by Indiana.
And stolen by Song. Outside, George. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
And throughout his career, McCollum has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. And there you see why. The consistency.
A nice shot by Huff.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Pass to Middleton. 23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Another one falls for Washington.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Here's Nembhard. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And so it's Indiana enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. You've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the 76ers, they'll be facing a team that's had a little better year. But this game is winnable if they bring the energy.
Oh, they're going to need more than energy, Kenny. There's a talent gap here.
And guys, let's talk about the game we were watching. Pascal Siakam has been huge thus far.
Man, I just love his attitude. That's always up there and always just great. He's mixing it up down there, really taking it to the defense.
He's got a few moves he can go in there. Hard to slow him down once he's cooking.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first two quarters.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around to his teammates and making everybody better.
Wizards trail by 12. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Alexander Sarr. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's McCollum. And it's Champagnie in at the two-guard spot. Three-pointer. Nembhard grabs the ball.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that
one. Right wing. Outside Mathurin. Over George. And it's Mathurin missing. The Wizards shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Fast break, here comes Indiana. Nembhard against McCollum. Siakam deciding where to go with it. And the shot goes down.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Outside, George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Nembhard against McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Nembhard. McCollum no good. Pacers leading by 14. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Middleton against Siakam. In the corner, George with it. Middleton outside. Offline with his 3. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Matthews finds Nembhard. Right side, Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Pass to Matthews. For 3, Siakam. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Mathurin, and he goes in for the dunk.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin. Gets him to the rim in a blink.
And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And Brian Key warns a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Racking up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. Siakam third.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
And it's not just their raw scoring numbers. It's also a physicality that can be intimidating.
It's McCollum on the wing. Nembhard covering. McCollum against Nembhard. McCollum no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
McCollum against Nembhard. Here's Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Oh, great scorer and passer. Defenses have to respect both, and he fooled them there with the pump fake.
No good on the free throw. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s, we were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there, reclining fully right next to you.
Nembhard against McCollum. Pass to Huff. Launches it. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Strong. The pass to McCollum. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said, winning has taken a backseat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Back to you, Kevin.
It's all about results. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. He misses the free throw. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Fires the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Carrington bounce pass. Middleton on the wing. Champagnie passes to Middleton. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Mathurin. Up top, Nembhard. Defended by Carrington. Here's the screen. Mathurin for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Sars got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Carrington. The Wizards working the ball around now. And George kicks to Middleton. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in. Middleton's got 8 points.
And the urgency on Middleton's drive is terrific. The defense seems powerless to stop it.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Matthew. 1:15 left in the third. Nemhard with it. Sinks the triple. Nemhard's got his second bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Song. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pacers leading by 19 points. Inside. And Jackson gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Isaiah Jackson.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
To the inside. Sarr gets the bucket. He's got 6.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
Right side, Mathurin. George with the defensive effort. And so it's the Indiana Pacers taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision. Wow, what a gift for his teammates.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. It's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Walker. That's the Pacers' 5. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Whitmore. Bagley sets a screen for Whitmore. Second chance effort. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
McCollum against McConnell. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, that's the definition of versatility right there. C.J. McCollum can score from anywhere on the floor.
Outside, Walker. To the middle. Here's Jackson. The kick out to Walker. For 3, Siakam. Rebounded by McCollum. Wizards trail by 20. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Bagley. Now Carrington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
2 shots.
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
The Pacers making a switch here. Ruff's checked in. Sarr's checked in for Washington. Good on the second free throw. Pacers leading by 19. pass to Siakam. Over Whitmore. Siakam, good.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
McCollum against McConnell. Bagley the pass to Sarr. Back to Bagley. And he converts the layup.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through.
McConnell finds Walker. Back to McConnell. Walker is screen on McCollum. To the paint. And finished off by Walker.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, Whitmore. Whitmore sends a screen from McCollum. Carrington in the corner. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McConnell passes to Huff. Oh, good with the triple. Wizards trailed by 21. Kicks it out to McCollum. Trains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Changing it up here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Matthews. Down low. Got a piece of it. Siakam. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And right now, Siakam is cooking. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding the hot hand.
McCollum with the screen for Middleton. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Rise and fire. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Back to Nemhard. To the inside. Matthews. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's George. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. 1:37 left in the fourth. McConnell kicks to Thompson. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Wizards trail by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Pascal Siakam.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Bounce pass from Whitmore. Here's Branham. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the... better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself, play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.